What's going on, guys? Patrick here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be working and showing you guys our flat glass toolbox setup. It's something we've been working on for quite some time. We want to make sure that it's laid out perfectly for the best efficiency and keeping clean and keeping organized, because I cannot stand unorganization. It's like, it'll ruin your life, especially mine. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Starting off, we have a big old tub. You guys can get DeWalt. You guys can get whatever this is, Craftsman, whatever. It's just a big tub. It's on wheels. It's got a handlebar. It's easy to move. You can move it and groove it if you want to. Has the ability to lock. You could add additional locks if you don't want anyone getting in here. But we're window tinters. It's not gold in here. It's just tools, baby. So let me go ahead and get into this here. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And first thing you're gonna see is this additional basket tool thing. I don't know what it is, what we call this. So in here, we just kind of keep a little bit of everything, a little miscellaneous. I like to keep gloves on hand if we're doing 8mm removal, and even if we're doing solar removal and it's not a scrape job. When you're pulling the film, the adhesive side will start rubbing and like making the back of your fingers raw. And after a few hundred square feet, it's gonna be, your hands are gonna be in pain. So I like throwing gloves in there and using gloves for removals. Super easy. We got a couple 4-inch scrapers. These are Unger scrapers. These are real heavy duty. I can get my hand here and I can get my hand on the back here and really start pushing. Really great tool if you have some really crappy film that you need to remove, or if you're doing 4mm, 8mm removal, this is definitely a little bit better. These Triumph blades get really scary, really dangerous really quickly when you're trying to remove 8mm and 4mm. Unfortunately, I sent Zach on a job once. I was unaware that there was 8mm there. I thought it was just like bleached out, dyed out film that needs to be removed. Yeah, he had a hell of a time using just the Triumph blade and the handle. Once we got him with the 4-incher and this Unger handle, it was pretty solid. So we got a couple of those, one for me, one for him. Got some backup blades as well for those. So we got some backup Triumph blades. We have the bent ones and then we have the straight ones. That's really more for preference. We have an additional squeegee, cleaning squeegee. A lot of these things are just tools that we don't need all the time, but they're backups. You're gonna need to have some backups for your tools. If not, if you only have one Triumph and you break the Triumph in the middle of your install, the entire show stops because you only have one tool. So always make sure you have backup tools. Don't stop a $2,000 R&R job over, I don't know, a $10 tool. That's silly, that's stupid. That's not good business. On top of that, we have soak shields. We use soak shields to tie off our paper towels on our backs and then tie it to there. So this is an extra one. Blue tape, we like using blue tape because we might be cutting on site versus pre-cutting. So we like to jot down the length and the width, how many we have and what room they're gonna be in, to try to keep everything super organized. So that's what that's for. Got a couple extra red dots here. A screwdriver, a multi-tool. Actually, this has a number of different other options inside. Sometimes we have to remove hardware on doors instead of cutting around it. It's cleaner just to take the hardware off, install the film, and put the hardware back on. It takes a little bit more time, but it's a much cleaner end result. So always keep some tools on hand. So some extra black Triumph blades for the Triumph handles. Sharpies to write down on the tools, or on the tape, excuse me. Some more squeegees, a backup Unger. Just notice that we have a lot of backups and the backup blade right here. And then we have some backup blades for our red dots. Also right here, this is an extra handle. This is a handle that we custom made. So what this is a 1/2-inch PVC pipe. I bought 2 feet of it and I chopped it down to 1 foot, but I made 2 handles. And then this back end, this rubber grip, what I actually did is I went to the wiring department of Home Depot, and like, this is like the sleeves that go over wiring after you like, not weld, what is the word I'm looking for? Solder. So a couple wires together. This is the sheathing that goes over it. So I just found a fat one, put it over the edge, and then just used a heat gun to shrink it on. It has adhesive on the inside. So now this PVC pipe has grip and it's not gonna move. So it's really great. You can use this on a Triumph blade, shove it in on the back end here. Now you have a hand that can push down on the glass and another hand here to really give you some pressure on there and give you a little bit more ease. Also, for installs, is an Unger blade. For installs, you can shove it right back in there and have your blade in there, and now you're extracting a lot of water. Really, really important if you're gonna be doing 4 mil, 8 mil, 13 mil. If you're gonna be doing security films, as you know, you need to be able to extract as much water as possible. So adding this extra handle just gives you a little bit more variety. You can push more against the glass and then push the water out with this handle. Makes it really, really easy. So this is just the basic tools that are in here, and let's go ahead and move on to the tools that are inside the toolbox. All right, guys, now that we have that tool portion out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our toolbox. Really, really simple. We're gonna have our tarps here on this side. Keep them nice, keep them organized. Make sure that you guys air out your tarps afterwards. Make sure you lay them out and then hang them up somewhere. If not, the tarps will smell disgusting. And look inside, super easy. Couple rolls of paper towels, and then our tool bags as well. So as you can see, once this is all loaded, there's not a lot of stuff in here. Let's go ahead and look at the tool bags themselves. That's my bag. This is Zach's bag. So 1 and 2, they're pretty much identical copies. We do have additional tools and backup tools for ourselves in each one. Again, if you're rolling solo dolo, you can run with 2 bags, and that way if you mess something up or break something or break a tool, you have backup tools to be able to complete the job. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in here. All right, first open it up. Again, we're gonna have our paper towels with our soak shields that we're gonna go ahead and tie off ourselves. And then here we have our tool belt. This is an awesome tool belt, and I forget the name of it. Hold on. It is from Tough Built. So the Tough Built system is pretty awesome. I think this is actually an old Quick Draw Tools belt that I've used, but I don't longer use any of the other stuff. This is a Tough Built attachment, and basically what we do is, here are all my tools here, but what I'm able to do is I'm able to clip it on here, and then if I need to, I can take it off the belt as well, so I don't have to detach and unclip my belt completely. I can literally just go ahead and just take off the things I do need. In the event that you're like on the ground, or you're like cross-leg on top of scaffolding and you're working low, you can even open these Tough Built tool pouches and kind of lay them down here. So real simple, real versatile. Quickly, what's in here, we have my Triumph blade here that I use for cleaning. I also have backup blades. We have a brake box here because when we're on commercial and residential, we don't want to be breaking boxes on the ground and whatnot. Little kids step on them, then you get sued. So brake box for sure. Backup blades for the red dots. A couple red dots here. I like this slammer tool. The slammer tool is really good. If you guys aren't used to cutting by hand and you need a guide, this is a really great one as well. Plus, I use this to bump the edges with a paper towel, so that's a great tool. Also, we have just some push cards, and then the ultimate installation squeegee. I don't know if you guys have seen me use these, but basically we have an Unger Pro handle. And it's the same channel that you have for your cleaning squeegees. This is a large one. This is my cleaning squeegee. I'll show you guys that in a second. But basically, we take the channel from the cleaning squeegee and we put in the blades from the side swipe in here. This is probably one of the best blades that you can use for installing flat glass. This is a 4-inch, I think it's a 4-inch blade versus a 6-inch, or maybe this is a 6 and not an 8. So your standard flat glass stuff, install squeegees, are going to be 8 inches, and this is going to be 6, but it's more cost effective. If you're going to get a flat glass squeegee blade, you're talking anywhere between $13 to $15 per blade. This blade alone is and also on those blades that you're going to buy for $13 to $15, you get one side. That's it. Maybe you can flip it around, or maybe you can try to shave it with like that tool shaver thing. A lot of time, a lot of waste, a lot of money. So this blade actually costs about 80 cents, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. So you can flip it here, then flip it here, then flip it here and here. And so for 80 cents, you get a lot of mileage with this. And since it's smaller and since it's tighter, you're able to squeegee out more water, be a little bit more efficient in that realm. And it's a quick and easy fix, and it's super cheap, super affordable. This is probably the best squeegee I've ever used in regards to commercial and residential, and it's also the most cost effective. So if you guys aren't on that, then you should probably get on that. And And like I showed you before, where's my extra handle? What do I do with my extra handle? Oh, I have a handle in here. So again, we have another handle, the 1/2-inch PVC pipe with the electrical covering back here with the heat gun to wrap around it. And just go ahead and install it just right there. Now you can use this hand to really push against the glass and this hand to move the squeegee over. And this is probably one of the best squeegees for commercial residential. And if you're gonna be doing 4 mil security film, 8 mil, 13, 6, 14 mil, whatever, this is gonna be able to extract way more water than any of the other squeegees. I've tried it myself. Trust me on this. Moving on, I have just a little hammer holster, but what I do is I keep my cleaning squeegee in here just like this. I do like these ones versus these because once I put them in the holster, actually that looks like it hangs on pretty well, but sometimes it just kind of doesn't hang and doesn't want to sit in there. So what I like is these Unger handles because I put it in here off center. And it definitely stays in there. That thing is not coming off. It's not moving. It's not grooving. But then I'm able to go ahead and just move it. And now I'm in the center. And now I'm ready for an S squeegee and clean it up. And then when I'm done, move the handle back down, holster it back down. And now it's tight. It's not going to move versus a squeegee that's kind of sitting in the middle halfway and then starts doing that number. So yeah, these are the breakdowns for the tools that we have. Again, Zachary's tool bag is pretty much the same thing. A couple other things in here. We have scrub pads in the event that we can't use the Triumph blades on the glass because it's not the right kind of glass and we don't want to scratch glass surfaces. So we also have scrub pads. I do like these big scrub pads. You just have a lot of equity, a lot of moving room versus just trying to cut down a little pad and kind of use your hand. It just takes up a lot of space and a lot of time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our toolbox setup for our commercial and residential. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Yeah, just kind of wanted to show you guys that. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to hit it in the comments below. If not, hope you like this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Good? We're recording? Mm-hmm. Perfect. I always do that. I don't know why.
Can't big sigh right before.
Right? The big sigh. I never sigh. I'm working on the ums. I'm trying to cut out the ums. And coming back. That's how.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going on there?
I'm a weird cat. What can I say?
Zesty.
A little spicy.